What's it like dating as a Korean American?
Um, I was actually thinking about this recently. I think that kind of aspect is where I've seen the most like dramatic like change, I guess. I don't know, where I noticed the one of the more dramatic differences, like kind of forgot to touch on this earlier, but there's as an Asian American guy, I feel like there's a lot of like just like kind of the general stereotype is like, oh, they're kind of like passive. They'll just kind of they're like kind of yes man or like never really taking like a main role. They just kind of like silently work hard and kind of like whatever. Um, so that wasn't that was like it made it more difficult to be a leader, I guess in that way and develop those skills, which I was kind of bummed out about. But and then in terms of dating, I would say I didn't really think about this, but until recently, but I think growing up, like my perception of um I guess I never really felt like I guess attractive, if that makes sense. Like my definition of like a good looking guy like was just what I saw, just like a bunch of like white guys around me or like Caucasian, like the Caucasian features, like stuff like that. But so I feel like I spent a lot of my childhood and like high school growing up kind of like, oh, I'm not like a very like attractive guy. I never really got much attention from girls or anything like that, especially in school, because I mean, there weren't really any other Asian girls or anything like that, like Asian people in general. So there was a lot of that. But then I think there's kind of like a weird change when I got to college and like recently.
Mhm.
I think as soon as I got to college and like sophomore year of college, something kind of changed. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just like my experience in a vacuum. Like maybe it's just kind of like something happened for me specifically, but I feel like the beauty standard kind of shifted kind of a way to be so like ethnocentric to like Caucasian features. I think it's like there's a weird obsession. I think maybe like the whole K-pop boom in the States kind of had to do with things. But there was a lot more attention and a lot more kind of the beauty standards just kind of like shifted a little bit, and then like suddenly Asians just became a little bit more like kind of mainstream, I guess, attractive or whatever. So I didn't really do any dating until college, basically. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, so you touched on it. I meant to bring this up. I wanted to bring this up, which is what do you think of this popularity, this sudden
Oh,
popularity of all things Korean?
yeah. I mean, I think I like certain aspects of it. I think it's nice to see an appreciation for like, like different aspects of Korean culture. Like the food, I think is it's like nice to see going from like smelly kimbap to like, oh, there's like a bunch of like, everyone loves Korean food now. It's like great. Like you have like my German coworker that has a jar of kimchi in her fridge. Like it's cool to see this appreciation for the cuisine and for the culture and things. But I have an opinion on K-pop specifically.
Okay, tell me.
I think it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit weird, a little creepy. There were there's plenty in college. I noticed this a lot. There was a lot of like uh like obsession with kind of this very narrow facet of Korean culture. like K-pop just became Korean culture to a lot of people.
Mm.
Just because that was like what they were into, which is fine. It's just like it just kind of sucked for um K Korean culture to be just K-pop. Which honestly, I shouldn't be. I guess I don't have a huge reason to be mad because a lot, like a surprising, like fraction of Korea's like GDP is from K-pop specifically. But yeah, it was kind of weird, especially as a Korean guy too. There's like this little bit of like a fetishization of kind of like K-pop, that kind of part of Korean culture.
Okay, so yeah, so how did that affect you personally? You said fetishization.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't think I experienced anything weird in terms of like being approached by anyone or whatever. It's just hearing people talk about like people around me talk about, like Korean men in media in these like groups and like it just was very I don't know, unsettling. It was like, do people like me because I'm like a cool guy, or am I just, like a projection of their K-pop obsession or something like that? I don't know. It was just kind of like, I don't want to like assume that, you know, I'm like someone's like Jungkook or something, but sometimes it kind of felt like that. Sometimes it kind of felt like, oh, Um, yeah, you're
Okay,
Korean. I love
yeah,
K-pop.
I need a story. Like what like give me an instance of this happening.
I don't know. I feel like it's a sensitive topic, but like I remember we'd have these like we'd have friends that are not Korean, but they love K-pop, and it's like um sure, I'm all for appreciating the culture and everything like that, but there's sometimes there'd be this weird boundary that'd be crossed where it's like um I don't really care. Like, okay, you can have like a Korean name for yourself. You're studying Korean. That's cool. But like, it was like,
They gave themselves a Korean name?
yeah, 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 yeah. And that's fine. That's okay. That's like,
It's not okay. It's not okay.
I think it's like one of the less offensive like things you can do. But there's a lot of like, I don't know. I can't think of a specific instance, but a lot of like like they would use we when referring to like Koreans and they're not Korean, or like this very interesting obsession with Korean culture that was, I guess it could have just stemmed from K-pop, but still seemed very grounded in K-pop. And it would cause these people to like want to morph into Koreans. And it was kind of scary. I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. I wasn't like, I shouldn't say scary. I wasn't like threatened by it or anything. It's just kind of uncomfortable and seemed a little embarrassing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wonder if on some level Japanese Americans feel this way when people are really obsessed with anime.
I'm sure they do. Yeah. I'm sure that was probably like long before um K-pop, kind of this whole
Oh
K-pop
yeah.
fever or whatever. But there's a term like a weeaboo or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting that, koreaboo kind of
Koreaboo.
stemmed from that.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.